everybody, welcome to Mundo TV. Today we're talking about Hong Kong. If you want to find out all the special benefits and advantages that Hong Kong offers to business people and to investors from all over the world, then watch this interview with our special experts. I assure you, you cannot miss it. In today's world, sadly, uncertainty is something that's growing and growing and growing and growing. So it has become more important than ever to find a reliable jurisdiction where you can conduct business, where you can grow your dreams, and where you can achieve your financial goals. So in this interview, you're going to find out how Hong Kong helps you achieve those financial goals and helps you get the security that you deserve in these times. And can you please tell us about the turmoil that's been going on between China and Hong Kong? Is this something to worry about?
Yeah, sure. By proposing the national security law for Hong Kong in terms of financial perspective, people are concerned, will US sanction over Hong Kong? Will China take over Hong Kong? To summarize, there are actually two major worries impact. Number one, whether the forest control will happen in Hong Kong. Number two, whether unpatched to the exchange rate system between Hong Kong dollar and US dollar. In fact, Hong Kong is one of the most important partners of the US. As the US has enjoyed its largest trade surplus with Hong Kong among other trading parties. It was valued at $33.8 billion in 2018. Yeah. Secondly, there is a very important legislation called the United States Hong Kong Policy Act, which offers Hong Kong a special trading status. That means Hong Kong is a separate entity from China when it comes from trade, which can avoid tariffs placed on China by the US. And meanwhile, this also creates the chance that the US exports some sensitive technology to Hong Kong, for example, aircraft, semiconductor, etc. So, low business communities between China, US, and Hong Kong want to see any potential loss of the investment or the trade. So I believe that in long term, the things should be fine.
Okay, that's very, very nice to hear. Okay, and what can you tell us about Hong Kong as a business center? What are the advantages? As far as I understand, there's no taxation on worldwide income, right? That's very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Low global tax is Hong Kong one of the major advantages. The business conduct outside Hong Kong with sufficient proof, that is a zero tax applied. For the local business, we apply like 8.25% for the first 2 million Hong Kong dollar profit, and the rest is 16.5%, which is also quite competitive among the most of the jurisdiction. Remember, what we are talking about is the profit, but not the revenue. So the owner of Hong Kong company, they can enjoy even greater advantages by applying tax optimization arrangements.
Okay, great, thank you. So if I am a foreigner, right, and I want to establish a company in Hong Kong, what are the requirements, accounting requirements, reporting requirements, and substance requirements?
To set up a Hong Kong company, the minimum requirement is just the solo director and shareholder. It can be the same person. And most important is not require any local nominee director. The document what we release are the director's passport copy, most up-to-date residential address, and the proposed company name that the clients want to use. So regarding the accounting and auditing, all limited companies are required to conduct an audit report. And actually, our company, we offer the register office company secretarial service in order to help clients to set up their company with the lowest cost possible. So that's all about maintaining a company in Hong Kong is pretty easy to set up.
Okay, okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, how can Hong Kong help us get into the Asian market and the Chinese market?
This is a good question. So basically, the framework agreements on deepen the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau cooperation in development of the Greater Bay Area, we call it GBA, which was witnessed by President Xi on 1st of July 2017. In fact, the population of GBA city is over 71 million, and the GDP is over 1,642 billion US dollars. So the Hong Kong can enjoy the geographic advantages by leading other GBA cities for the both banking, finance, and also professional service sector. Hong Kong can take this opportunity by leverage on mainland while engaging the world as one of the most important cities.
Okay, since you mentioned banking, that's very interesting because, for example, if I want to open a bank account in Hong Kong as a foreigner and I don't want to travel or I can't travel there, is it possible to open it remotely?
99% of the bank in Hong Kong, they accept the bank account opening when only the owner visit the branch physically. Okay. However, if the client's able to fulfill certain requirements, bank account opening remotely is possible through our banking connection. How we do this, we provide a pre-assessment service with our banking connection after we consolidate clients' business profile and also their business proof and the background. And the phone or video conference call will be arranged for eligible customer. So once signed application form returned to the bank, and the bank account can be opened within 3 weeks.
Okay, within 3 weeks. That's interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
But if I have on the contrary, if I have the chance to travel there, hopefully one day we're gonna be able to travel again. If I have the chance to do that, I have more options, right? The options become wider. If I have the chance to.
If the clients are willing to come over to Hong Kong, there will be a lot more option. We are currently working with more than 30 banks in Hong Kong. Usually the bank divided into few categories, which is contain international bank, Chinese bank, local bank, and the regional bank. We're talking about Asia country, Asia Pacific. So because these banks, they have the different working practice. So this can bring us flexibility when we offer the solution to our customer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And what types of businesses are particularly special for or profitable in Hong Kong?
Okay, so based on my past 10 years experience, we help more than 2,000 enterprise set up their business in Hong Kong. There are 3 types of the business benefit the most. Okay, number one, the business would like to enter China by set up the Hong Kong company as a stepping stone at the very beginning. Further, then the customer can consider to set up a wholly owned foreign enterprise. We call it WOFE in China. This is the easiest operation, as here you can find the wide range of the Chinese notary lawyer who can able to prepare the document and processing the application. So, and secondly, the business conduct sourcing in China. Okay, the clients actually can attend the trade fair held in China and Hong Kong every year. And this happen in most of the major cities in China. Meet up with over 100,000 suppliers in China, and it's also easy for you to hire the Hong Kong employees who are able to speak fluent English, Mandarin, and Cantonese. And the last one, the tax optimization by applying the transfer pricing strategy. So for the trading business, as long as the client's business reach certain turnover volume, by keeping part of the profit under Hong Kong company, The differences of the tax rate between client's home country and Hong Kong is what actually the client's able to save. Okay, and of course, zero tax can be applied for the customer who are able to prove that they have sufficient information and operational, and also the sales happen outside Hong Kong. So these are the three major business benefit for the business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And since you mentioned zero tax and you mentioned outside Hong Kong, that brings me to a question. How about tax residency in Hong Kong? What are the advantages, and can you provide it? What are the requirements? Is it very hard to get?
This is a very good question. For the tax residency, the general proof actually is the business registration and also the tax payment receipt, which is entitled after the clients form the Hong Kong company and prepare the audit report. But for some of the country that they may require more, then what we need to apply is called the certificate of residence status. These major requirement is the clients have to rent the office in Hong Kong and hire at least one local staff. We do also provide this service as well.
Great, perfect. And is Hong Kong with the CRS standard?
Yeah, the launch of the CRS, the Common Reporting Standards regime in Hong Kong actually launched on 1st of January in 2017. With the new CRS framework, the tax residents can have become more important for the foreign investor. The tax residents are entitled that pay the tax to specific jurisdiction by richer of residents there. The meaning is that if the customer resides in Hong Kong and pay tax there, then you are tax residents. So for the companies, this means a lot of the advantages related to the preferentially treatment when trading with other country. In Hong Kong, tax residency doesn't come automatically by simply running a company, as I mentioned previously. It must then demonstrate the economic value being contributed to Hong Kong. Okay, for further information, our accounting and auditing team actually can provide different solutions for helping our clients tackle these kind of the obstacle based on their needs.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's very interesting. And most of our readers are from Latin America and the United States. So what benefits can investors from these regions get in Hong Kong? For example, talking about bonds, equities, what can they do with this?
Okay. In terms of the investment perspective, there is low capital gain tax in Hong Kong. The clients can consider to set up a personal bank account in Hong Kong, even they are not resident in Hong Kong. Okay, they are not living in Hong Kong, still able to set up the personal bank account for their investment purpose to enjoy their total return for stock, bond, endowment, insurance, etc. Okay, all these investment ported on the shelf that are regulated by the authorities. So it strengthens the investor confidence for conduct the long-term investment. And the second reason is the investor actually, they can set up a broker account, which is linked with their bank account, so that they can directly invest in the Hong Kong, China, Singapore, even US or other countries' stock market to capture the global investment opportunity.
Oh, okay. Definitely very interesting. Well, this has been great. The information you have given us is priceless. And finally, for closure, what advice would you give to our readers? What advice regarding Hong Kong, regarding business in Hong Kong?
So basically, from our experience, when the customer would like to set up a Hong Kong company or starting to operating in Hong Kong, the most important actually is the bank account. Okay, so what we suggest the customer is some requirement which is very basic English speaking technique is needed when the customer communicate with the banker, because in Hong Kong the bank are general quite not strict, but like follow the system. Okay, so the due diligence process is quite serious. So if the client's able to speak English, then that would be good to let the banker understand what is your business nature, and this also good to build up the long-term relationship with the bank.
Exactly, those things are very important, because business is about relationships most of all, right?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much. We hope to have you with us very soon again. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you for joining us in this interview. And remember, you have all our contact details down in the description. And also very important, there we offer special discounts to all our subscribers and all our followers in social media. So don't forget to follow us and send a screenshot that you're following us and find out what special discounts we have prepared for you this week. See you soon.